All right. Well, whenever you guys are ready.
I
Oh,
saw the light come on this
How
time.
yeah,
good.
we're ready. We're
I
ready.
want to figure out a way to not have that light come on. You know what's the one part of the whole week I look forward to every week
What?
is to surprise you guys when I hit the record button. That's what my life's all about.
I like it.
Looking so hello everybody. It is Sunday. It's November 1st already.
Oh my golly. Wow.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You know, summer's
Oh
almost
no,
over.
it's still October.
No, it's November.
It's
How
November.
was everybody's
1st.
Halloween?
Not to
Yeah,
sleep.
how was that Halloween?
Oh boy.
I love sleeping an extra hour. It's my favorite day of the year.
If your kids were like 5 and 7, would you let them go out this year?
To trick or treat?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going.
Are you?
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going as a bat.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
That's cool. That's cool. When I won't say when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was always the same thing for like 4 years in a row.
Well, that's boring.
I don't want to say what it is because I think the term is not a very flattering term now. But think of a guy who lives on the train and kind of carries a little knapsack.
Yeah, we can think of that.
Yeah.
Oh, a conductor.
Yeah. Well, no. A guy who maybe homeless.
Hobo.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, I wasn't going to say that. And let the record show I did not say that.
What's
So,
wrong with hobo?
I have no idea.
It's a bad word.
I
It
don't
is?
know. I don't know. I don't know if they use it anymore.
That used to be our Halloween costume every year.
Is that right? So here was my dad's trick. My dad went to Michigan State and he lived off campus and they were very poor, him and 3 other guys. They were too poor to even go out and buy candy. So this was back when kids were using paper bags. And so these guys would buy one piece of candy and put their whole arm in the bag and like tap the side of the bag like the candy dropped and then pull it out. And the one piece of candy lasted the whole night. And the poor kids went away thinking they had candy, but they actually didn't. That was my dad.
That's, yeah.
That was sneaky.
They couldn't afford it, but they didn't want to, I guess, let the kids down.
Well, yeah, okay, I get that.
But
Well, at least he could have taken some candy, so he didn't do that. He just,
yeah, I might have done that.
Yeah.
I might have done that. So yeah, it's the afternoon after Halloween. So it's a great day. It's November 1st. October was cool. You see this picture here?
Yeah.
It's kind of it's either from our square dance and they're putting their elbow in,
Yeah.
or
They're hokey.
Tim, Molly, and Molly's mom are practicing the new handshake, with the elbows. They were just ahead of their time.
That might be it.
So, hey, let's do the elbow. And that's how we're going to shake hands 3 years from now. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
Going with the hokey pokey.
Yep, doing the hokey pokey.
I vote for the hokey pokey.
So Tuesday is another Bible study, Matthew 20, I believe. And that's Tuesday on the Zoom. We took this past week off. Next Sunday is our class, just like today, 1 o'clock, for a best of. And then 4:30 next Sunday is 2-4 hangout. And we only got 2 more left the whole year.
Wow.
That's
This a week from today and 2 weeks from that. So this study is so good. I had people the other day ask me if I could mail them out our notes that we take. Isn't that cool? So,
Wow.
and then Christmas shoebox drop off is November 14th. We got about 35 boxes so far that have been handed out to people. So that's pretty cool. And this is an exclusive. Nobody else knows this yet. November 20th is Christmas Crafts with Kat.
Oh, wow.
Wait till you see this.
Wait.
Oh, me. It's on the Facebook page. I'll be emailing everybody on Monday morning, so they'll have it there too. And then the Tuesday before Thanksgiving is Give Thanks Game Night. So I've got about 3 or 4 different games that are all wrapped around gratitude or giving thanks or things like that that we're gonna do, and that's for November. Isn't
Cool.
it crazy? It's November already.
And you know it'll be passed like in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, and this is our first ever Christmas crafts with Kate. Or Cat Kate. I wanted to do all K's, but I didn't think that would be. I didn't know how Cat would feel about that, or all C's.
Or Kate.
Yeah, or Kate.
You'd have to do all K's. But no, we can't do Christmas with K. So no.
You could.
But as
Oh,
it is. You
okay,
can't do that with a K, with a C.
okay.
Can't do it.
Well, this is Cat with a K, and we're so thankful that one of us has even the slightest musical gift. If Kat ever decides that we're not paying her enough, and it's left up to me, John, and Linda, or
Yeah.
Mike or Carrie,
Yeah.
we're in big trouble at that point. We're in very big trouble.
Hey, Greg, can we do come now is the time to worship first?
We can,
Thank you.
and yeah, Kat, thank you so much for doing this every week and bringing us to the throne of the Lord.
Lord. All righty. So you guys all ready to sing?
Oh, we didn't pray.
Ready.
We didn't pray.
Hey,
I was waiting for Greg to.
Oh, Lord,
Well, we
forgive
could have
me.
waited all night.
I was going to even remind him because I thought about it and then I forgot.
You see how easy that is? You get to talking, and you forget. All right.
All right, dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this afternoon. Thank you for all of our class. Thank you for just watching over us, guiding us, loving us, and caring for us. Just let us bask in your glory. Let us bask in your salvation, and just let us hold fast to your truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thanks. And don't forget live prayer today after this video. Live prayer with John and Linda, and award-winning worship with Kat. If we had an award, she would get it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, if we had one.
You're so kind. I don't know. You might be speaking too soon. Okay, gang, we're going to sing. We're going to sing Come Now is the Time to Worship. Because it is. Of course, every time's a good time. But we're going to do that together right now. All right, here we go. Now is the time to worship. Now is the time to give your heart, just as you are to worship God, just as you are before your every tongue confesses you are God. One day every knee will bow. Still the greatest treasure remains for those who really choose you, love. Come, now is the time to worship. Now is the time to give your heart. Come, just as you are to worship. Come, just as you are before your throne. One day every tongue will confess you are God. One day every knee will bow. Still the greatest treasure remains for those who gladly choose you now. Willingly we choose to surrender our lives. Willingly our knees will bow. With all our hearts and mind and strength, we gladly choose you now.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yay! All righty. Last week we taught Beautiful One. So we are going to do that again this week. I heard a sermon this week and it was talking about the Good Shepherd. And one of the things that the pastor was saying is that there are two Hebrew words for good. One of them is talking about being morally correct and that goodness of character. The other one means beautiful. So I thought that that was really neat because I've been thinking more about Jesus as my beautiful shepherd. And so it's fun this week to sing Beautiful One because he is that one that we adore, that one that we love. So we'll do this one. Wait a minute, I can't find my note. Wait. Wait, I can't find my note. There it is. Okay. Didn't practice today.
Awesome.
Told you you spoke too early.
I'd still give you an award because we want you to come back. Well, and you know, you're so good because we have a piano upstairs, and we've been married 30 years, and the best I can do is like one finger.
Well, that's what-
And some people then do like chords, you know what I mean? Like, is that what it is? I don't know what it's called. And that would be so far above what I can ever do. And then you're actually playing notes, you know,
I'm playing notes and chords.
except for you lost your note a minute ago.
There's something about that song that I can never find the opening pitch, and it's probably the way I play my intro. So I just have to make sure I do my intro smarter so that I can pick up my opening note because it's always higher than I think it is. And I start too low.
Yeah. I was going to say look under the piano bench, but then I would have been wrong.
You're so
So, so we do have a Bible verse of the week.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Since I know we prayed, I didn't forget the Bible verse of the week.
Yeah, Greg, you're doing good. You're really doing good.
So are we ready?
Yes.
Bible verse. So then, as we have opportunity, let us do good to everyone, and especially to those who are of the household of faith. Galatians 6:10.
Mm.
nicely done. That's a hefty one.
Bible verse.
Bible verse.
So then,
So
as we have opportunity,
As we have opportunity,
let us do good to everyone,
let us
do
good
to
everyone.
especially to those
especially to those
who are of the household of faith.
who
who
are
of the household of faith.
faith.
Did you
Galatians.
notice? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Galatians 6:10.
Galatians 6:10.
Did you notice? There's a lettuce in there? Remember we did that
Oh.
lettuce a few weeks ago.
I
Oh,
know.
wow, Greg's
Like-
sharp.
Lettuce.
Like right there. Let
There it
us
is.
do good
I like it.
to
That's
everyone.
perfect.
See, I don't forget.
Do another.
No, he doesn't forget.
Good. We should do another. We'll have to do another trip to the salad bar again because there's lots more lettuce verses.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
But just as long as it don't have lima beans, what is the worth of a lima bean?
Much.
Really?
Much. That and a chickpea.
Oh,
Oh, chickpea. Yeah. Hummus.
Hummus. That
hummus.
chickpea worthwhile.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can never have too many chickpeas in your hummus.
We would go to Ruby Tuesdays. We would go to Ruby Tuesdays for the salad bar, and they
Yeah.
had like the pumpernickel, like crouton things.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
and when they were warm, oh man, I would get like 2 pieces of lettuce and like 8 pounds of black croutons.
You know, Greg, when it's just me and you for one of these again, whenever that happens,
Yeah.
we'll just go through. I'm sure we've got all kinds of salad bar stories that me
Yeah.
and you could share.
Yes.
Good.
Cracker Barrel,
Yeah.
Ruby Tuesday, just depend. Big Boy.
I don't think Cracker Barrel has a salad bar.
And then I would wonder why I was gaining weight, and I'm just saying I just had a salad.
I just had an all-you-can-eat salad bar with bread and soup.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh well. I
Anyway,
miss Ruby Tuesday salad bar.
I do too.
They had the little diced hams too.
The little diced hams.
Boy, Greg, you do have a good memory on that food.
On food, I do. I forget to pray every week. Maybe if you put the things on a salad bar, I'd remember to pray or some kind of note. I don't know. But we do have an exciting thing. This is another cat creation. That's a
Oh, cat
KK.
creation. 2
And it's
Ks.
awesome. It's awesome. Nobody goes to sleep when it's a cat creation.
No
That's right.
even allowed.
You want to introduce it?
I will, slightly. So, this is a story I wrote, and it is dedicated to our friend Lance, and it was inspired by our friend.
Inspired.
Yes.
Awesome, Lance.
Wow.
Right?
Awesome.
Wow.
I know he watches. Hey, Lance, shout out.
Heard this story. He's heard it like as I was working on it.
Oh.
And read part of it to him, and he'd get so excited, and it was so fun because this was a lot of fun. I don't know why one day I just came up with this idea and off it went. So here we go. Pay close attention because we're going to learn some lessons from Lance the hiccuping frog. Here we go. Once upon a time.
Wait, we didn't do action.
John, I think. Oh, Linda.
No, Linda's got.
Action. I do like doing that to John.
Yes, you do.
It's louder here.
I bet it is. I bet. All right, you ready?
Yep.
And listen carefully. Once upon a time, in a blue-gray fog, the water slowly moved in the pea-green bog. Now the pea-green bog seemed to slosh and sway as the hiccuping frog tried to swim away. But no matter how he kicked and no matter how he swam, those oh-so-pesky hiccups always pushed him back again. Soon his friends chimed in. Was there something they could do? Lance, if you dance, there's a chance you'll make it through. So we jigged and he jiggled and he hicked and he hopped. But those oh-so-pesky hiccups would never, ever stop. Why not try a square dance with a fancy do-si-do? So Lance put on his cowboy boots to see how far he'd go. His cowboy boots grew heavy as the pea-green bog poured in. This isn't going well, said Lance. We'd better try again. So then he tried a tango and a waltz and some ballet. He took a chance on modern dance, but then he cried, no way. Slowly Lance sat down upon a stumpy log. Things were looking mighty grim beside the pea-green bog. Then he heard a tiny sound, a whisper through the fog. He looked around upon the ground and saw the little frog. The little frog had big ideas, though he was rather small. He whispered into Lance's ear, you'll make it after all. The little frog with big ideas said, we must build a road. You'll get across this bog by hopping toad to toad to toad. The little frog called all his friends, come help me if you can. The big and small and in between can all join in the plan. The plan was rather simple. Each frog must do his part, from peepers at the very end to bullfrogs at the start. Lance landed up behind them, unsure how things would go. The little frog encouraged him. Just take it nice and slow. He hopped and hopped and hopped and hopped, and then he hopped some more. Then Lance looked up. He was amazed, for he could see the shore. The pea-green bog was getting loud with ribbits, croaks, and peeps. Lance gathered up his strongest strength. It's just a few more leaps. He jumped so high he touched the sky, and as he hit the ground, he grinned the biggest grin because his hiccups made no sound. The boggy frogs went wild when he made it to the end. Lance succeeded with the help of each and every friend. Lance was very quiet as a tear rolled down his cheek. He was so very grateful that he could hardly speak. The moral of this story, for frogs and people too, when you see someone who needs help, go see what you can do. The end.
Wow, did you write that?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Wow.
you know,
Or my dream would be to have it published, but I need an illustrator, and I'm not a marketer, and so it will probably just be this.
wow.
There
You're
is
more-
a friend of mine at church who can draw.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
actually,
I can see Lance with his spindly legs and his pink tutu and his big red cowboy boots, and when he tangos, he's got a rose in his teeth, and
she could draw anything you wanted her to draw.
Ooh, we might have to talk.
Oh, I'll introduce you
Wow.
if we ever go back there and
When-
meet each other.
The story of Lance the Frog?
That is so awesome.
Yeah,
a
that's
story. I
awesome.
can't
Wow.
believe you wrote that. Wow.
You're more creative in your sleep than I ever will be awake. That is awesome.
Comparisons are never good, Greg.
Greg, you're pretty
I'm wired.
creative.
That's the way I'm wired.
You know, cowboy hat night.
And yet she humbles herself to working
You know.
with us on a Wednesday night.
No.
No, Sunday morning.
I mean,
Sunday, yeah, Sunday, 1:00.
Sunday morning. Yes. So anyway, so
I'm terrible at that game.
Lance, as I said, was he was the inspiration for the fun froggy drama adventure.
Very cool.
It's entertaining. Obviously, there are crazy antics, there's some drama, there's some suspense and deep feelings, but there are also some really great lessons tucked inside. So I'm going to turn it over to Greg to tell you about the first lesson.
Oh, how about this one to kick things off? There are, there are hiccups in life, things that are annoying, things that interrupt.
Say what, Greg?
I hate to interrupt.
That's funny. That's funny. I'm not sure if you rehearsed that or not, or
No,
if
I
his
don't think so.
timing was
That was good.
usual. Things that keep us from moving forward.
Mm.
Maybe you can think of some hiccups in your life. I know I sure can.
I bet you can.
Mm. Yeah, you're very creative, Greg.
Oh, truer words were never spoken.
Never spoken.
I think the
Greg, I got another career option for you.
I'm hiccuping through this word.
Coronavirus, Greg, coronavirus.
Medical transcriptionist.
Does anybody think that coronavirus has been a hiccup? I know I've thought the coronavirus was a huge hiccup in
I've
my
only
life.
heard that word a million times for 7 months, a million times a day. I think the coronavirus is a huge hiccup and a tough word to say for all of us. It's annoying. It's interrupted our normal way of life, and it's been hard to move or look forward with confidence.
You mean because every time we think it's going to be over in a few weeks, it comes back?
Yes.
That could be why.
That's a
Yes.
hiccup.
That's a
Has
hiccup.
that been a hiccup after a hiccup after? Because I know when I went home that first week, I thought I was going back to work in 2 weeks. I was even thinking about calling up my people who run our office the next day and say, I'm coming back next week. I'm not even waiting the whole 2
Right.
weeks. And
Yeah.
now it's been 9
7
months.
months, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me finish that. And it's been hard to move on, look forward with confidence.
Mr. John, I think you might be up next.
All right.
Confidence.
Well, Lance,
We do.
the real inspiration behind this whole thing.
And I like to picture him do-si doing in those cowboy boots.
I'm picturing Lance doing that.
That was a great picture.
And his dad. Don't forget about that.
Kevin.
Not Kevin. But
Kevin.
Yeah, not the one, not the yellow Kevin.
not yellow, but off yellow.
Off.
Kevin. He's off yellow. Lance really struggled with those oh so pesky hiccups. But he also had a pea green bog to deal with. Oh, those pea green bogs. We all have them, you know. I don't say that word very often. I don't think it's good.
Pea green or bog.
Or any of it. Yeah, it's all new. It's good.
Try to stick to the script.
They might look different than Lance's, but they still cause problems and they're difficult to get across.
Indeed.
Think about a bog, wet, soggy ground that's too soft to support anything heavy, like Greg.
No, not that. Not that. Not even that.
Sometimes that's a pretty accurate picture of life. Maybe your bog is a difficult relationship, frustrated desires. Wow, this is going pretty deep there, Katniss.
Yeah.
Or disappointment. Maybe it's loneliness, illness, or loss. Whatever your bog looks like, our friend Lance discovered something very important. You can't make it across that bog without your friends.
That's right.
That's right.
You've got to have your friends. I know we wouldn't have made it through these nights without Kat and Greg and Mike and Carrie and John, of course. Friends who will always come to your aid. Friends who want to be an active part of the solution. Friends who will simply sit with you. Friends who offer great advice.
Not bad.
Friends who encourage you.
Woohoo!
Thanks, Kat.
Oh, yeah, good job.
Friends who will support you until you can cross your own personal bog. Friends who will cheer you on and celebrate your victory.
Well, as a side note, when I was a kid, we had a friend. His nickname was Boggs, and none of us knew what that meant, but his nickname was Boggs. Now I know.
Now you know the
So-
rest of the story.
Another thing we learned from this story is that when it comes right down to it, you're the one that has to take the first step or hop in Lance's case. In Lance's case, Lance was uncertain how things would go, just like we are. We may be facing a big, old, ugly smelling bog. Is there any other kind of bog?
No.
But no one can take the first hop for us. Our friends will be there to encourage us, but the choice is ours to make. Remember what the little frog said. Just take it nice and slow. I was in character.
You were
That was good. That
Sarah,
was good.
you were a very good character.
Another good thing to remember is that sometimes it takes a while to get across that bog. While you're hopping and hopping and hopping and hopping, don't forget to look up. Yeah, Greg, you did a good job. That's perfect. You'll see signs of encouragement. You'll notice that you're getting stronger. And eventually you'll get a glimpse of the shore.
And there's a few more things to remember from our story. First, try new things. Look at Lance. He tried several kinds of dances and hopped across a bridge of toads. Not your everyday activities.
No.
Second, be brave. It's scary to hop into a bog of uncertainty. Sometimes the hardest choice is to be brave enough just to try new things. Third, live thankfully. Lance had so much to be grateful for, just like us. I think everything about him bubbled over with gratitude. Something for each one of us to remember.
I think that about wraps it up for today, you guys. I hope you love this story. And I really hope that you'll remember some of the important lessons that are tucked inside. And I hope you'll never forget the moral of the story for frogs and people too. Whenever you see someone who needs help, go see what you can do. And I know you will, because you're those kind of folks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Those are the exact kind of people we get.
That's the exact kind of people. So that was Lance, the hiccuping frog. Lance, I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
So I just wonder if we know everything that story means.
Well, I think that we can kind of lump it together a little bit with our Bible verse.
Oh,
Because our Bible verse had said, so then, as we have opportunity, let us do good to everyone, and especially to those who are of the household of faith. And I look at Lance and all he was going through, and it's all those froggy people that came to his rescue and came to his aid. It was the household of frogs. But for us, we're the household of faith. And so, of course, we always want to do good and be kind and help others. But Jesus even says in his word that most important is that we are really doing good for the household of faith, for the body of believers. And I think it was really great to see how all of the different kinds of frogs, the bullfrogs, the peepers, your random middle-sized frogs, all the frogs, gathered to see what they could do, and they all wanted to help. No one wanted to sit behind because they didn't want to miss out. So I think that that's one of the important things for us, is that we continue to just want to be there to do good to others, for others, and to be helpful, especially to the believers. So I think that's what it means.
And we see that in our class when we're meeting live and in person all the time, don't we? When we see somebody who's hurting or down or crying.
Are you saying we used to meet in person?
I know
Go ahead. I didn't mean to
it was
interrupt.
like so long ago. So, but we, without asking or without prompting anybody, people come alongside them, hug them. We've had times where like all of a sudden it's like a hug fest. I can't imagine that these days, but we see that a lot. Our people are always very encouraging and uplifting to each other. They're very
I think
good
even
at that.
during COVID, they've been connecting a lot on Facebook and looking out for each other, talking on the phone and FaceTiming.
Yeah. I think you're right. So I think we do a good job of that.
I think we do too.
Yeah.
And I've seen you guys show up at some people's houses, especially Kat.
Yeah, that's great. Well,
Here.
yeah. Well, I hope Lance is watching. I know he usually
Oh, yeah, I
does,
hope he
but
is.
that was a good story that he inspired.
Yes, it was. It's a fun story. It always makes me giggle every time I read it.
Yeah.
And don't forget to flip over to Facebook Live for prayer requests.
Yeah, John and Linda, they're watching. Who's watching? Just so you guys know.
Yeah, it gets awful lonely when nobody joins us.
And it's just me, and I have to pretend, that I'm engaging.
Administrator.
Yeah. And but it's good. We did have a few people on last week. I think Erica came on.
Yeah.
And Carrie. Angela came on later, I think, when you guys were done. So, and it's good, and people can leave those prayer requests all along, and you guys are good at praying for them. And if it's during the week, leave those requests, and we'll pray for you. We do. So,
Sure.
I don't know. Any final thoughts or?
Don't forget to come over to Facebook Live right now with your prayer requests, or you can text them to me and John, and we'll do them.
Yeah. Or go over John and Linda's house during the night, knock on the door, ring the doorbell.
Everybody knows where we live.
Yep.
They've probably been here.
We're
All
looking
right.
forward to that baptism next summer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
That's gonna be awesome.
And that new kitchen.
And then
When it happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Say goodbye.
All right.
Bye,
take care.
everybody.
See you
Love
guys.
you.